It's probably exactly the same software.
Thank you, Nick. Hello, and welcome back to the Gamer Shield. We'll be continuing our Forging the Onyx campaign. I'm Trent Gander. I'll be your dungeon master for the evening as I start to break down because apparently I'm sleep deprived or something, or it's hot. Anyway, so last time there was an awesome battle between one of the lieutenants of Syronicus, a Meyersicht goblin of some magical capability, and the party. They managed to defeat about 1/3 to a half of his forces, and he managed to escape their grasp with one of his own right-hand men, another goblin of magical inclination, and he used Dimension Door to escape, much to everyone's chagrin, but that was soothed with a 5x5x5 block of gold, slightly tarnished with goblin blood. We'll pick up there.
Is it tarnished or accentuated?
Only on one side.
I could have cleaned that up.
That's all right. It's gold coins now, literally.
Yeah, true.
Now you have some blood money with you.
Now we have bloody coins, so to speak.
All right.
Most commonly referred to as blood money.
Yep. We're guilt.
Okay. So we need to get the fuck out of here and just head on back to the Oasis.
Okay, so just to review, nobody has anything that's able to find any creatures unless Tread does.
I already tried.
Yeah, so I figured either we should just leave or I could talk to Rard, even though I have to figure out if Rard is here or not, however.
For those of you who might be new watching and don't know what Rard is the sentient sword picked up by the late Frederick von Steuben in the catacombs of, what was it called? In the Olympian catacombs beneath Saran, a continent and an ocean away.
Along with the tabard as well, wasn't it?
Yes, but we're talking about Rard.
Yeah, I know. So I wanted to see, Tread has the bag of holding, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd like to search it to see if Rard is in there.
Go for it.
All right. So I try to rummage around. Oh, it's magical, so I can just put my hand in there and think about Rard or whatever, and he'll be there if he's in there, right?
All right. So Trescal opens the bag. You go in, you reach in, you think about Rard, and your hand remains empty.
So Rard
kind of shuffle around in there. Maybe the magic isn't working. Rard is gone.
Rard, damn it.
I mean, so, when you guys like put Frederick on his, I get a pyre, I guess, or wherever he was placed, you guys left his swords on him, didn't you? Like his sword and armor and everything. He's like,
if I remember correctly, after he died, Trescal just shoved the swords in the bag and then ate Frederick.
No, he didn't.
He technically
eat him.
As a snake, he did.
Okay, as a snake. Okay, okay, yeah. That's different.
Yeah,
eating. He ingested Frederick in order to move him, and just happened to hold him in his stomach.
I forgot about that. When I think of eating, it's like it's digested. It's food for you, and that's the end of it.
Tread was tempted.
Yeah, I know.
With his clan's traditional 11 herbs and spices.
Yes.
That's canon now. Don't question.
Yep. Too late. All right. So if we can't find him, we gotta leave.
No, either way, you're standing in the middle of a place with several dead bodies and some fire.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
I'm gonna approach this body here and leave a scorched hand mark on his face.
Okay. You leave a scorched hand mark on the body's face because I wasn't looking at the map when you did that.
Oh.
I apologize real quick.
Oh.
I want to interrupt. Does anyone here watch Game of Thrones or watch Game of Thrones?
I made it
Yes.
about 4 seasons in, and then my roommates changed their Spectrum
Well-
package.
Whoever the guy is that plays Bruce Bolton, I think his name is.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
Bruce Bolton.
He got cast to play Hitler
Well then,
Whoa.
in an upcoming film. Just so you're aware.
Whoa.
my life is no more improved from that knowledge.
I didn't think it would improve your life. I'm just fair knowledge to share. Anyway, please, I'm sorry.
Bruce Bolton's a piece of shit.
McMurray's a piece of shit.
Moving on. All right, so facial burn has been applied to some of the bodies. They're all still slightly singed from Brock's flaming aura. There are some things still ambiently on fire. What are you guys doing?
I would like to search, just lightly search some of the bodies, see if there's anything interesting.
Okay.
And once the searching is done, I like to eat the bodies.
There is most of the armor has been destroyed from the various bullets and fire and lightning and magics and all the other things that you've thrown at these poor men. You find at least one mace. This one.
Okay.
Scimitar. If I remember correctly, he broke his spear, so you find one dagger, unless you want the broken spear as well.
No, I don't want any of that.
There's a crossbow. There are like 2 to 3. There are 3 crossbows, 2 of which are broken. One has been repaired.
No. Anything else, like in their pockets?
No, they were traveling pretty light. There is maybe a handful of coins, mostly coppers.
Useless for me. Thank you, though.
You're
Put their
welcome.
stuff back. Leave.
Okay. So, you leave. Does anyone else follow him or go with him?
Where is he going?
I'm heading back towards the ship because we need to get out of town.
All right,
Does
I'll
it-
do that.
There's 2 survivors. We don't have a way to track them down, but they know what we look like, where we are, and we're in their city. They can find us. They can come more with more men. They can overpower us and kill us. We need to get out, come up with a plan, and attack them when we're ready.
Sounds good to me.
I will remind you that the ship took off and went back to. Damn, I forgot my own country's names.
The-
Uh,
The
Giva.
Oasis?
Healot. They went back to Healot.
So can we summon them?
Oh, sorry, it was Giva.
yeah.
So it was Giva.
Yes, Giva. No, they left already, and they are happily. By this time, the amount of time it took for you to do all of this, they are probably back in Giva, cooling their
Well,
heels.
Well, the thing is, though, is we went from the Oasis to Giva, not to Giva. Went from the Oasis to the Piers of Pascam.
Yes, you were dropped off by the boat on their way. They took a small detour to allow you to be dropped a mile or so outside of the city, and then
Okay.
they made their way back to Giva.
Okay. We need to find a way back there. Hey, Trent, how would I know how my sending stones work?
I would hope so.
Well, no, like, could you explain to me, Stephen, how the sending stone works?
The sending stone pretty much works like a very long distance magical cell phone. The sending stone allows you to speak into it and the other user to be able to hear and transmit voice to between the stones.
Okay.
At least that's my interpretation of it. Although it would be quite cool to be like in the old cartoons and other things where it just puts out this little line of paper, kind of like the old message codes. But that seems overly complex. Speaking would be suffice.
Well, no, I was just trying to, because if it was like sending stone that like you're teleported to the other one,
No,
Oh,
we'll just do that. But
no, it's a long distance messaging stone.
okay.
Like the sending
Uh,
spell.
Yes.
Then let's. Does anyone have any transportation magic?
Yes, I have Dimension Door, but that's all that I have. And if we were to get somewhere we could rest, I could fly you somewhere for a minute.
I can summon animals to increase our travel speed, but that's about it, and not all day.
What's the biggest animal you can summon that can carry 4 people?
I can summon several smaller creatures that could carry each of us individually.
But how fast are they? Well, you'd only have to do 3 because you could turn into something fast yourself. Or actually only 2 because you could turn into something that flies and is fast and could carry one of us.
Or the weird giraffe flying thing could probably carry you all.
Quetzalcoatlus?
Yes. Impressed.
I
Good
knew
job.
I'd get it one day.
I'm gonna have to look at the creature sizes. Give me a minute.
Okay, because I thought you said that it was really huge and could fly really fast, but far, but wasn't very strong.
But like a large creature can carry 1 medium.
A huge
I
creature
know
can
it.
carry one large.
Maybe what? Say again?
I know I can summon several axe beaks, and they can go 50 feet per round.
How long before they despawn?
Quetzalcoatlus has a flight speed of 80, but it's an HR. It's a 2.
We're looking for the size. The size of the.
Right. Quetzal. He's huge.
Alright, so he could carry a large, or I think it'd be 2 medium creatures.
He's huge, and he can carry like 1 large or 2 medium or like 3 small.
How many halflings can we fit on Quetzalcoatlus?
3 or 4.
Well, Craig, can you turn into Quetzalcoatl?
Yes.
You can turn into that.
Yes.
Okay. And can you summon one?
That's what I'm checking.
Okay, because if he can summon one, he can turn into one himself, carry one of us, and
I
then.
can summon only one.
Okay, for how long?
It's a 3rd level spell, so I could do 3 of those, plus I have 2/4, so I could do it 5 times for an hour each.
Okay.
Well, you could turn it. I'm just DMing here. You could turn yourself into one. And you can summon another. That would be enough to carry all of you.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
That
I couldn't summon multiple at a time because it's a concentration spell.
Oh, okay.
Craig,
But I would have to keep casting so that we could keep moving.
Oh. Okay.
But then the problem becomes I can't cast spells while I'm transformed. I would have to transform back, recast the spell, then turn into Quetzalcoatlus again.
could you technically turn into a rock?
I don't think a rock counts as a beast. Let me look it up real quick.
I know it's like a magical or like a monstrosity or something. I can't remember exactly. Because the rock has like a flight speed of like 120.
Yeah. All right. So according to Roll20, the rock is
Gargantuan monstrosity.
yes, monstrosity.
I mean, that'd really be Trent's call. I would say.
Well, you said you can turn into animals correctly.
It's way too high a challenge rating for anything I could turn into anyway.
Oh, never mind then.
Because it's challenge 11.
It's an 11. Even with polymorph, if we were to fudge the rules a little bit, I would still have to be level 11 to be able to turn into a rock.
Oh well.
It was definitely worth a look, though.
So we can still do the Quetzalcoatlus thing if he can summon one, and then.
Well, ideally, or I will put it this way: you could use the Quetzalcoatlus to get the heck out of Dodge real quickly, and using the sending stones could possibly through a long series of messages being passed along, get picked up somewhere between Piers of Pascam, Giva, and or the Oasis. The Quetzalcoatlus would just be kind of a band-aid to keep you guys out of the clutches of any potential Syronicus units, shall we say.
Can you put us on the world map, please?
Sure.
I want to look at something.
If we wanted to go a little more separated, I could turn into a Quetzalcoatlus and I could summon 2 giant eagles because they have the same fly speed and they're only CR1.
And what's the size of a giant eagle?
Large.
Large. Well, we don't need. We really wouldn't need to do that though.
I'm just saying if we didn't want to have 2 targets and make 3 targets instead, make it a little harder to take us down. I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there.
If I remember correctly, from the Oasis to Hua, which is the square, was about 2 weeks of travel, and it's about 1 week. It's about 2 weeks to Pascam as well, by
foot,
additional wagon and like horse.
Okay.
Possibly the same amount on foot if you push yourself.
Piers of Pascam to Giva.
Giva to Piers of Pascam would be, it's roughly in the center, so I would say it would take about a week to reach Giva.
Okay. So, let's see, there's 4 of us. Okay, let's do the Quetzalcoatl, because that's going to last 1 hour, right?
1 hour, yeah.
So you turning into Quetzalcoatl is 1 hour.
I can do it for much longer than that, but the spell will only last for an hour.
Okay. How many? Dang gum. How many giant eagles can you summon?
2.
Just 2? Damn, they can only carry 1 person each.
At least until we get 5th level spells. Then I could increase it. I could summon 4.
Let's okay, then let's do the Quetzalcoatl thing and the 2 giant eagles. Right? Let's head to Giva. We'll just fucking double dash the entire way there. And then every
Spend some of
hour
that money we got. Woo!
Then every hour, touchdown. How many times can you beast shape or wild shape?
Twice, and then I have to short rest, and I can do it again.
Oh, okay, cool. Then we'll touch down every hour. After the 2nd hour, short rest. Do that till you're out of spells. Sleep. You can sleep the entire night. We'll do watches because you're flying and doing that shit. Get to Giva. Get a flight to fucking the Oasis. And then fucking blow some money on cocaine and hookers.
What is a hooker?
You'll find out.
Notice he didn't ask about the other. Notice that.
I mean, he is a druid. He's heard of the coca plant.
Yeah, probably.
Indeed.
We use it for ceremonies.
They could use hookers for ceremonies, but you might not know them as hookers.
As an alchemist, I've probably heard of it as well. I don't know.
I'm doing the calculations. 800, you can travel roughly 800 feet a minute, which goes to about 48,000 feet an hour, which means you can travel about 9 miles an hour.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute. We can do 160 feet because their fly speed's 80, right?
Yep.
160 feet per 6 seconds. That's 1,600
sorry.
feet.
That was not encountering them doing the equivalent of run. That was just 80 times 10.
No, we're just dashing. They're magical birds. They don't get tired.
So you
We're
can
just
go about
going.
18, just doubling everything. That means you go about 18 miles an hour.
9,600 feet per hour. I don't know how many feet are in a fucking mile.
5,280.
5,000 what?
5,280.
5,260.
No, 80.
60.
Whatever. It's still it does that honestly at that point that distance those 20 feet do not matter.
It's an appreciable amount, we would say.
It's like if you have $10,000 and someone takes $1 from you.
It's
Does it really-
5,280 feet.
Okay. Once again, I don't think that matters exactly.
What
18
the-
miles an hour. We can cover. You can do the spell 5 times. You said, Trent, not Trent, Craig.
Yes.
Okay, so we can cover 90 miles in a day.
It's pretty good.
I mean, that should get us like halfway, I think.
Olton's a very big place.
Well,
I
yeah.
do feel like I would get exhaustion from doing that, though, to be fair.
I mean, not
We'll
you.
rest you.
I don't think technically it's you. Because you're magically transforming yourself into a beast.
Doesn't it also transfer over, including such things as damage?
Only if your form is damaged beyond the threshold. Like, say you have 40 hit points of being whatever creature and you take 50 points of damage, it transfers over 10. But I don't think, holy shit.
That's why
how
I
did
like to
you-
transform in battle, because when I'm an Allosaurus, I basically like double my effective hit points.
Trent, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I'm just putting stuff on the map because while I listen to you guys.
Oh. So
I'm
that's
just
how
along
you
for the
do it.
ride.
All right. So if we leave, right?
Mhm.
No snapping. Here's a Pascam. And we're going to fly to Giva. We'll say 34 feet right there, right?
That's what it says, yeah.
And then we go over here. So that's another 60 feet right there. How far would that be? Would you say like 270 miles?
I would say on foot it's 2 weeks of travel, but by the flying speed of the ships that you'd be able to get at Giva, it's about 2 days.
Yeah, but what I meant was like for us, how many days do you think it would take for us to do this?
I would say that it'd probably take you maybe 2 days by Quetzalcoatl from Pascam to Giva.
My new favorite form of measurement. Oh, by Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah. By Quetzalcoatl, it would take you probably about 2 days because while the ships are fast, they're probably about as fast as Quetzalcoatl, so about 2 days.
Oh my
Okay.
god, guys, we're making the Quetzal run.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my! Well, it's not complete. I didn't know I needed that.
Is that the Quetzal run right there from Piers of Pascam to Giva to the Oasis to Healot to back?
I would say that this probably would be the Quetzal run if we're going by trade, because these are the two major trade cities, and these are the two places where the trade will go to.
What about this fuck off city up here?
Sula is also kind of its own weird thing. I haven't really done much with Sula. Hang on, let me check my notes.
That's why we haven't been there. Because if you also see, if we do the Quetzal run like this, we have a pentagram. Or we could do
A star.
Pentagram. All right. Let's see if I
Sign
have.
of the devil.
Let's see. I actually have to check out my notes because it's been a while since I have read these.
But if you draw it again and it's pink, you drew Patrick's star.
Well, I don't have pink though. I think Brock has a mauve.
You can change the what you draw in.
Potato, boil them, mash them, put them in your ass.
I don't think that's how this works.
Oh, it is in some places of the internet.
Ah. Boo.
Okay, let's see.
Is this D&D? No, this is Patrick.
This is pretty much D&D. Okay.
No joke. I walked into work this morning. Good morning, Krusty Crew.
Yes. I don't have anything on Sula. Strange.
That's why we haven't been there. We want to go to Sula now.
All right.
Screw everything. We're going to Sula.
We're going on vacation. We've done enough.
The heck with all these evil cultists we want to break. Ha ha ha.
Anyway,
They've
But
got something in mind and I want it back.
let's get on the fucking road and let's get to Giva.
Okay, so you guys take off into the night.
Who's gonna ride on the Quetzalcoatl?
Me.
Okay, you'll ride the Quetzalcoatl. I'll ride a giant eagle. Brock will ride a giant eagle with his melee weapon.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Trent, as a note, I would be as we're flying overhead. I would have my rifle out, and not like braced on the eagle while I'm flying. So if I see anything threatening coming or anything interesting, take a shot.
All right. Duly noted.
Do. And now the Air Force has been born.
All right, so flying off into the night.
I think that's the wrong theme song.
I'm pretty sure that was Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty
Hey.
sure that was too.
I have a question. How many times have we seen a plane they got shot at? A lot.
3,
Several times.
maybe 4.
Yes. Okay. So
That's like one movie.
You could also add another time if you count blimps.
Blimps don't count. They're incredibly ineffective.
incredibly ineffective, but you can put so many
It
guns.
wasn't a blimp. It was a Zeppelin.
That's the one. That's what I meant. Thank you.
Zeppelins are
Yes.
essentially blimps.
They're cooler blimps.
I don't think blimps were powered.
I wouldn't know.
How do you?
They're interchangeable today.
Yeah, because blimps and Zeppelins are stupid.
Let's put it this way. I'm trying to figure out why in the hell I have 20 different names for ships on the water, yet nothing on Sula.
Ask me why I have 18 different names for taverns ready to go at any time for when we play, Trent.
I mean, now or when we actually play.
No, when we
Okay.
actually play.
The night passes without much of a, other than I know. I'm assuming Chet's going to be in the front.
Sure.
That works. I figured though that I would be in the front since I had the longest range.
Well, okay, this is determine if you can keep the path from Pascam to Giva.
Nope. Trent, you got it. I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna,
I can navigate.
You have
What
the
is it, like survival?
Yeah, that would probably be a survival thing. So that would either be
I have
Going-
proficiency in navigation, remember?
yes. Yes. So if you wish to, if you
I'm
wish,
very
to,
good.
please. I don't know what a navigation check would be. It'd probably be under survival. So add your proficiency bonus into your roll.
Okay. Sorry. I had to go back to
Potato.
I feel like there's something important in Sula, and I don't know what it is. It's bothering me.
If you don't know, we definitely know, of course.
Oh.
You figured it out, did you?
Well, I know that there's at least 3 lieutenants in Sula.
Okay, well,
Well, because I have a -1 wisdom, after my navigator's tools, I would only get a +1. So, I mean, if anybody has anything better.
I have a +7, but I only rolled 10 total.
what re-rolling? Survival?
It's only going to be one of you. It's going to be Tread or Brocked.
Okay, well,
They're going to be the ones who are going to be guiding the people to see if you stay on course to Giva.
okay.
I would say that initial roll would be good enough to get you guys to Giva over the next 2 days.
Cool.
Nice. So 2 days pass.
The first time I rolled it.
What's it called? 2 days pass. The amount of time that you guys are spending in the air is a little uncomfortable, especially when some of you have to go to the bathroom, and that gets quite interesting.
I can go whenever I want.
They let him go there because he's just aerial bombardment the area with his Quetzalcoatl pose, and
Just lay on your back and pee into the air. The wind will take care of the rest.
depending on which way you're facing. So, you guys, are you gonna just like land inside Giva, or you just like land on the outskirts and come in?
Outside.
I don't know. Who's leading the flock?
I thought.
If I'm correctly, Brock's on the other one. He's not riding on the back of Tretskala, so
Oh.
he's guiding the other Quetzalcoatl.
So
Then-
that would be him and me then, I guess, huh?
I thought we were doing like 2 giant eagles or whatever it is. But yeah, whoever's leading the flocks, I guess. But
I think
What,
Brock is still counts as a medium creature.
Yes, I'm still a medium creature.
it's a medium creature.
All I know is that I thought it was Brock and Bruno on one, and the Warlock on the other.
Oh, I thought we okay. Well, wherever we're going.
Yes.
Okay,
Just
so
get out of the air.
Outskirts.
let's land outside Giva so that Tread can transform back and then rest if he needs to, and then before we go in.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's mostly a suggestion.
Where? How far out do you wish to?
Let's see. Would a mile or so work? Well, okay.
I feel like a mile would be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you guys set down a mile outside of the what's easy outside of the walls of Giva. We'll say that I just want to be able to draw another this horrible like fuchsia thing. You'll land about right there, so you'll be coming in on the western side.
Okay.
Yes. Not much change. You know, you get not necessarily accosted by the guards at the gates, but people are trying to sell their wares. It's not as industrialized in the western, or sorry, it's not very. There's not a lot of shops in that area. You're coming in on the side that is more of the upper crust, where you fought. What's his name? Crooked Armstrong. And that area is on the southwest side. It's mostly higher end businesses, higher end people, not as many wares, and you're also coming into the area around the. Oh yeah, I got to bring up the map. You, as I find the screen share button. You are coming in over here by the opens.
And what were the opens again?
The opens were the equivalent of what you would know today as the airfield.
Okay.
But it's just this kind of huge area that is much larger than it needs to be, filled with pockmarks and indentations that look like things have come down very hard there, and it's surrounded by not necessarily slums, but it's kind of the lower income housing and not necessarily the warehouse district, but it's definitely the more shunned side of the city, while like by the Crayfish Arms is more of humble abodes and the middle class. It's strange that the upper class being down here and the lower class being up here, with this centralized area being the powerhouse of industry centered on the church.
Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. The less time we're here, the better.
Okay. So you've made it into Giva. What are you doing now?
Let's see. Uh-oh.
Well, we wanted to get back to the Oasis, right?
Well, we're walking around with a giant elk, a giant rat, and a boar.
A regular boar, not a giant boar.
Correct.
That's odd.
It's not a giant boar. It's the odd part. Is the odd part of this.
Yeah, I mean, you got two giant creatures. You need another giant creature.
Do we really need that? Because we, in the other game that we play, we have 2 7-foot tall characters or taller and an average half elf. Although it would have been perfect if he had been something like a halfling.
Okay, so there's a couple of different things we can do. One of them is just to rendezvous with Mr. Black and what's his name? That head craftsman. Tell him what we found. Or we can go see the Dervish King again. But we don't really have anything to report as far as that goes. It's
Y'all need to take notes, my warlock friend, because the Dervish King is not in Giva.
I didn't say he was.
You're in Giva. I asked you, what are you going to do in Giva? We can meet up with either Black or Skythorn or the Dervish King.
I should say, or we could go back to the Oasis.
I did not hear
I
that.
thought we were heading to the Oasis anyway to spend our dough.
We just want to lay low for a bit. We should tell, although I think we should tell Mr. Black and Skythorn that we did some more digging, and I don't know if they'd be able to make use of it, though. That's the only issue.
I say we should get back to the Oasis.
Okay, you could see if Captain Stoneground has returned here, if you can use his ship again.
Okay. I think we should do that if he's here.
All right. You guys are walking toward the church then?
Yeah, if that's where we need to get into the place or not. Yeah.
Okay, I need a perception check from Lundgren.
Let's see. Perception.
Okay, you notice that as you walk through the areas around the opens and like the main thoroughfares, a lot of the lower class people and like the beggars and stuff are really intent at looking at you.
Looking at me specifically or all of us?
Looking at you specifically. And you can see that there's kind of whispers and other things going on as they move around and kind of hide their words behind their hands, and some of them are even kind of following you 30, 40 feet behind, and not in like looking like they're going to rob you, just like they're kind of like trying to get a clear look at you.
Trying to get a clear look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Would I notice this?
What is your passive perception, Bruno?
It is 12. I can't see out of my left side, so. Everything to the right, though, I fucking got it.
Oh, yeah.
I would say you're just trying to make your way through the place. You don't care for the most part. You've been in Gave It before. For you, this is probably
Actually, I'm going to throw my hood up. I'm going to keep my Derringer in one pocket, my full-on pistol in the other one, both cocked and ready, hands in my coat, hunched down, just trying to keep the lowest profile possible.
All right, then I say you would not notice the stares and stuff of the common folk because you're trying way too hard to blend in and not be noticed.
Do I notice him doing that?
Oh, quite clearly. If you're all walking kind of in a group, he's not hiding this. He's using it to hide.
Okay. Maybe I'd have to ask him about that later.
Moongan will remember that.
No, he won't.
If I write it down, I might.
Did we have a long rest on our way here?
Yes, probably,
Right.
maybe.
Probably, maybe.
We'd
Just
have to travel.
Yeah, that was 2 days or whatever it was. So yeah,
All right. It was just
wasn't that it? You said 2 days, right?
refilling my current hit points.
Yes,
Oh.
it was 2 days.
Okay, so wait a minute, I might be able to obviously refill mine as well.
Yeah, we had a long rest.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm gonna say I don't have any of my third or fourth level spells because I used them all traveling here.
You probably won't expect combat this session at all. You get shanked though, but
Roll initiative. No.
you're attacked
go
by an
for it.
army of hobos wielding sledgehammers. Roll for initiative.
I got something to fix that.
Are they proficient with wielding sledgehammers, or are they
Everyone's proficient with a sledgehammer. Come on now.
just legitimately?
It's a common weapon.
Oh, okay, cool.
It would be like a light hammer, which is considered a common weapon.
Well, I'd say a mallet.
Or yeah, mallet. Yeah.
Because if you think about it, a sledgehammer is closer to a maul.
True.
Basically, yeah.
And even then, like a mallet would be like a war hammer. And then like a claw hammer would be a light hammer. So you get attacked by hobos wielding ball peen hammers.
Oh, I love how realistic that is, though.
I mean,
Then we know they've
Hammers,
all been to a hardware store.
ball peen hammers fucking suck.
I can never keep a straight face when someone says ball peen hammer because they say peen, and it just
But when you have to peen things, ball peen hammers are great. But since nobody peens things anymore, except for a very select set of people, except for people who use ball peen hammers as a weapon.
Well, so the people that peen stuff are craftsmen,
Yes.
like jewelry makers, watchmakers,
Sword makers.
blacksmiths. We'll just say blacksmiths.
Metal workers.
Yeah, any kind of smith really.
Yeah.
Uses a ball peen hammer because they're actually peening stuff. Anyway, let's keep going.
they got to use their peen anyway.
Ooh, could I make actually a stealth check to try and blend in better?
Yes, you may. Trying to see. All right. So you looked in pretty good.
Everyone's distracted by the giant elk.
Fuck
And
yeah.
the brown lizard on top of him.
That was hot buzz.
Is Triscola brown?
Yeah.
I always imagine Tread as like a forest green.
Yeah.
Same. I know.
I've got my picture there.
I even though I remember seeing the picture, sometimes I still have to tell myself that you're actually based on a brownish lizard and not a greenish one.
Well, see, I just thought you just used like a general lizard picture. I didn't know that was the picture of like, hey, this is his coloration patterns.
I
still-
specifically picked out that picture because that is a good picture of the species of monitor lizard that I base Tread off of.
Oh, now I know. And which species is this?
I'm blanking a little bit off the top of my head. I want to
Earless
say it's like an,
monitor.
Yeah,
that's the one. I
Yeah.
wanted to say earless monitor, but I wasn't 100% on that.
no, that's the one because I remember now that you mention it, I remember previously looking it up.
Yeah, the strange amounts of lizard facts we've learned playing D&D because we have a lizard folk druid.
Who actually knows stuff about lizards?
Yeah, it's like, hey, that's a really cool picture. What is it? Blah 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 blah. Oh, cool.
I may be no expert, but I do love reptiles.
Let's keep
So
on
much
going.
information.
Yep. Okay, so we've got to make it to the church where Skythorn and Mr. Black are at.
Ostensibly, yes.
Well, okay, where we last saw them, if Skythorn's like always in the office.
No, Skythorn's definitely there. You don't know if Mr. Black is.
Okay.
Okay, so you've made your way through the street still. Some of you oblivious, some of you not to the glances of passersby, some of you trying to hide. And you have made it to the church. Now, Bruno, you're familiar with this place, very much so.
Yep.
It's kind of like going back to high school after being away for a long time.
Or like after being expelled.
Yeah, it still has that. This place is cool, but it sucks to be here.
Yeah,
Vibe.
you know what, guys? I'm gonna wait outside here. You come get me when we're gonna go get a flight.
You don't want to come with us, Bruno?
No, I'm okay. I've seen enough.
Okay.
And Trent, I don't think I'm technically supposed to have my guns, am I?
Given the complexity that they are, you would all right. Your Derringer, I think, is a 2-shot, correct?
It's single. It is a single shot.
And your pistol is what?
4.
4.
I believe
The rifle just is a modified musket. It's still 2 shots?
4 shots.
4 shots for the rifle.
Yeah, rifle and pistol are 4 shots.
The rifle and pistol are iffy. The Derringer is fine.
Somebody want to clue me in about what happens now then, or what?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to be asking later.
I would say this. Bruno would remember that they were on stuff in there, and they made a lot of what's it called? They made a lot of space under the church to house things, and also there were some plans of being able to launch from underneath the church. So if you're going to get a ride, you're either going to have to meet them at the opens or go in the church.
Well, I mean, they could come out and tell me, "Hey, we're going," and I could just meet them at the opens, or they could come out and tell me, "Hey, we're gonna go here, or we're leaving from here."
Okay.
All right. Is that what you guys would like to do?
Yeah, if he doesn't want to come inside, I can do that. That's fine.
All right. So
I'd rather not shoot somebody today.
You don't say that out loud, do you?
No, I mumble it to myself.
Okay.
Like back away from, like my back is towards the door, looking down, hiding. Just no
Like
one notices me.
as you do that, you see a figure dressed in black with a broad brim hat, a very pale skin, kind of start walking towards the entrance of the church.
Just keep my head down. Hood pulled a little lower.
Okay. So, does the rest of the party go in?
Yeah, we got to get transportation for sure.
Yes, you go into the main foyer of the church. You see the traditional confessional stall. You go there and you hear, good day to you.
Good day, Mr. Black.
You have returned.
Yes.
I hope your journey was useful.
Yes, actually.
You were. I'm sorry of your associate. Did you deal with Frederick?
Not yet. There are still some unresolved issues with that.
Oh, also. You're having this conversation as you walk down into like the workshop.
Okay. His body went missing.
What? What do you mean his body went missing?
We went to the Dervish King to see how things were going, and he had said the body had been stolen during the night.
That seems very odd.
Yes.
Such a brazen theft from within the Dervish King's own holdings. It's a cause of concern. You heard nothing of this here.
Which is why, in addition to all the other parts of the mission, we want to see if we can resolve that, if there is anything to be resolved.
I hope you resolve it. Frederick was an interesting individual. I'm sad to see him who have left this world so soon.
As am I.
Well, anyway, I have pressing business elsewhere.
Okay.
Please excuse me.
Real quick, is Captain Stoneground available?
I have been out and about. I do not know if Stoneground has returned, and that he was scheduled to do so, but he's not really my concern. My concerns are elsewhere.
Understandable. I'll ask around. Thank you.
Hmm. Good day.
Good day.
And he walks off.
Okay.
You're now in the open floor area. This pretty much when the stairs come down to there's this kind of square of nothing, and then there's these massive columns that lead out into the work floors and to the various different hangars, for lack of a better term, that branch off of it. Off to the left is Skythorn's office, and off to the right is mostly more bunker-like hangars.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the office and knock on the door gently. I open the door.
Ah, Mr. Bask. How may I help you? Returning so soon?
Oh yes, we ran into. Well, never mind that.
Never mind what.
We discovered one of the Syronicus lieutenants in the piers.
You went to the piers? Oh,
Yes, we did.
Stoneground mentioned something about that. He said he dropped you off there.
Yes. We'll have to go back there at some other time.
It's not my business. I have enough on my plate currently. We have received an extended order for several things from the king himself, and I've been swamped for the last 3 days.
Okay. I won't keep you. Is Captain Stoneground in from his latest voyage then?
He is on rest at the moment. He is on standby, as we call it around here. Why?
I'd like to make it back to the Oasis using the flying boat if we could do that.
Ah, the airship. We finally got the name right. All right. Yes, I can ask and see if he's been assigned to something without my knowledge, but you should be able to use Stoneground services again.
Okay.
All right. He knocks on a kind of a round piece of stone on his desk, and it kind of gives off a little bit of magical energy. And somebody comes in, a page of some form. He's a gnome, a bit on the older side, but more clerical in nature. He says, "Would you?" And you see him think real hard. Yes. Would you get Stoneground in here and see if he is available to make another flight to the Oasis post haste? The gnome bows and brushes off, and there's a few awkward minutes goes by as Skythorn just continues filling out paperwork and doing office duties, and you're just like, okay, what do I do now? Skythorn looks up as Stoneground and the gnome come back in and says, hello. You guys, I'm guessing I'm here to help them get to someplace, right? Correct, Stoneground. If you would do so quickly and efficiently as you always do, follow me. And Stoneground begins to lead you towards the docking bay.
Okay, we'll follow him, of course.
All right. So we're going to take off immediately, correct?
If we're available, if it's available to do so, if we can, yes.
All right, fantastic. I'll get the ship prepped. If there's anything you guys need to do in the meantime, I suggest that you prep it.
Okay. Does anybody need to do any additional things before we leave?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
There
All
weren't
right.
any like magical shops around here, right?
No, not
Diva's-
at Diva. No.
I didn't
This
think
is
so.
not the place to go. That's probably it. Sula is probably more of the magical place. That's why.
Mm.
I I was going to say the only reason why I knew that is because of the fact that the fruitless last couple of searches that I had made trying to find something where I could buy some scrolls someplace.
Mhm.
So, Bruno, you're still waiting.
Oh, I forgot about that. I've got to run out there. I'm running out there as fast as I can run.
You see Lundgren like burst out of the church, and you're kind of alarmed. Something's gone wrong. You
Sorry,
think it's going to crap.
it's okay. Hey, sorry, forgot to tell you that we are ready to leave.
All right, cool. Let's. Are we leaving from the opens or?
Crap. I don't know. I forgot to. I think we are, aren't we? Crap. Are we? Crap.
Did
I don't know.
ask?
Are we?
Are we crap? Are we crap?
Just make it a straight religion roll not religion, a straight roll for me.
Oh,
That was great.
what now?
That was great. That was really well done. In character, totally in character.
Make a history roll for me, Lundgren.
History check. Okay.
Okay, you remember that from the underground hangar that the Onyx Feldspar is stored in, you went through a series of large passages that came out at the opens, and then immediately just shot to the sky.
Okay, so he would have to be with us. Okay, so it looks like he'll have to come along with us because by the time we get to the opens, we will have already started our flight. It seems to me.
Okay. I'll follow him. Hood up, head down, making the lowest profile of myself as I can, as I quickly get to the docks and get on the ship.
Okay.
Bruno, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I
Okay.
just don't want to be here.
Okay.
All right, you make it to the Onyx Feldspar without problem, and Stoneground's a little concerned that there's a hooded guy, but then he sees that it's Bruno. Oh, and that you had been on there before and had made a pretty decent what's it called? Pretty decent impact on the crew last time you were on. Oh, okay. Nice to see you again. What's with the hood?
Just don't worry about it. We'll talk more in the air.
All right. I know people have their secrets. I've
Just a
had
little
a few
under the weather right now.
Oh, I hate that. And the conversation goes a little bit back and forth with him just kind of like being a little overly chipper and you just not having any of it.
I'm not. This is not a good place. This is not a safe place for Bruno.
Meanwhile, Stone Ground is just having it time. He loves going out in the ship. He loves being in the air. He hates when he's on just kind of on watch, on call. And so him getting out of Giva's just like his kid at the candy store kind of look on his face and starts guiding his way through the passages and out of the opens and up into the sky. It takes the traditional 2 days for you to get to the oasis. And is there anything you'd like to do on those 2 days?
Nope.
All right.
With all this magic and other stuff around, I don't want to be making anything with my alchemy. I don't think.
Okay. You managed to land roughly in the same place as you did before within the palace grounds in the oasis. Bark, Stone Ground asks if there's anything else, and he hasn't received anything over their communications, but whether he should return or not. But you know what? I'll probably stay here a couple days. The Oasis is a lot better place, a lot more interesting than Giva. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. And he just kind of goes off to do some paperwork for the Oasis and parking the ship there.
He's happy doing paperwork.
I wouldn't say he's happy. I just
Okay.
he likes being in the Oasis better than Giva.
Okay. Because if he was happy doing paperwork, I'd call him a wild man.
Oh no, that gnome that came in loves paperwork.
Okay.
Most gnomes do.
Yep. Okay. So we're. I know this is what we discussed outside of our D&D, but I gotta go to the king and ask where Frederick was at and search the area.
Okay, so you're just gonna bust in on the.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I may be a bit of a silly person, but with all this court jazz and running around here and there, I figured out that that's a bad way to do stuff.
You arrive, and of course, you have to announce yourself in the thing. And so, Frederick's old retainers are called to attend to you.
I forgot about them. I say that to myself, not out loud, because I didn't want that. I wouldn't want their feelings to be hurt.
Like we have feelings. So Eric, Alan is still there, although he looks fit to be tied just a little bit in his own way. And Richard is also there as well. Eric's like, "Hello, sir. How may we serve you?"
I don't think I have anything right now. Oh, wait a minute. Would they know? Did any of you observe where Frederick was laid to rest temporarily after we brought him here?
No, sir. We were busy attending to other things.
Okay. That'll be all. Thank you.
All right. So you dismiss Eric, and Richard follows him, but Alan just kind of stands there. Sir, if I may,
Go ahead.
I would like some, not necessarily, he searches for the word. The word that comes to mind is time off, but I would wish to take some personal time over, let's say, a month's time here in the Oasis. Would that be acceptable to you?
I think so. Is anything wrong?
Yeah, that's a family matter. It's there's no importance to you, sir.
Okay. Sure. I will write that down. And you can take the time off, no problem.
Effective immediately?
Do you need it to be effective immediately? Is this an urgent matter?
It all depends on your opinion of urgent.
Is let's just say, is a family member injured, sick, lost, or dying? Or any combination of those things? Okay. So, and you haven't, is it that maybe, I'm just trying to figure out how to say this without sounding like a total idiot. Like you've lost contact or something of concern to you, of large concern to you?
I haven't seen them in quite some time. I would like to check in on them.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. And he kind of curtly half bows and leaves.
I know how it can be not seeing your family for a long time.
Do you say that to him
I
as
didn't
he's
mean to
leaving, or
say-
you just make that general statement?
No, I would say that.
He just kind of nods as thank you.
You're welcome. Out of
Okay,
character,
so
he thinks I'm a total a-hole, doesn't he?
he thinks of you as a young whelp, to be honest. That
As he should.
he worked with Frederick This guy is like in his early to mid 30s. He's been around, and he's served Frederick for at least a good 10 years, and you're just the guy who's replaced him.
So I'm the upstart. He doesn't accept me until we've done something interesting together to make a difference in the world, like he had with Frederick and stuff like that, to help him out. So, and until then, I'm.
He thinks that you are inexperienced. He thinks you're inexperienced, and that he's used to the prim proper nature of Frederick, at least in public, and the efficiency that Frederick did with all of his interactions. He thinks that pretty much someone who would have been a few steps lower than Richard has been put in 2 steps above where he currently is, since he is the senior of the attendees.
Well,
He's butthurt that you passed him.
I'd hate to break it to him, but I'd
Not
have to say
necessarily
as far
butthurt.
as he's
Not
right.
necessarily butthurt that you passed him, butthurt that someone was put into a position of power over him that he doesn't think might be up to the task currently.
So I'm not only am I the new guy, he doesn't respect me.
There's a difference between thinking that you're capable of doing something and having respect for someone. He seems to have a layer of respect for you in that you were Frederick's traveling companion for a while. It's just that he doesn't think you can fill Frederick's shoes.
I can't. I have to be me. I can't be him. So as such, he's 110% absolutely correct on that deal.
Anyway,
Yep.
As we get into the very deep psychology of one seemingly random character. All right.
Hey, I had to know. I had to know.
Okay. Yeah, I wish that storyline would have played out a little bit better, but it is what it is. All right. Are you going to make your way to the Dervish King now?
Yes.
All right. So you are announced, put in the traditional standing location, and the Dervish King leans forward and fixes you with his indomitable stare. He kind of starts with Sir Lundgren. How may I help you?
Yes. Trying to figure out. You said Frederick's body was stolen during the night, which would be probably 7 to 10 days ago now. Is that right?
I did not say stolen. I said it went missing.
It went, oh. Uh-huh. Could you take me or take us to the chamber where he was placed after we released him to your care?
For what purpose?
I can't remember. I thought we had taken some of his personal effects, but it appears we had not. If you know where those effects are, were they part of what went missing as well, or was it just Frederick himself?
There are no traces of Frederick nor his equipment within the palace.
Interesting. That's out of character, by the way. I'm not going to be saying, I'm going to say as little to the Dervish King as possible. Also, I don't want to sound like a total schmo.
Do you say that character?
No! I want to try to insight him again. Oh, that sucked. That's not going to do a thing.
What are you trying to insight?
I want to figure out like what he's at. I mean, as far as that goes, he's like he seems like he's okay with this, about this great soldier going missing, and he seems like patently like not unconcerned about it, even though he's like a great man and his some very powerful weapons have gone missing, quote unquote, and he seems to be all right with it. And I wanted to figure out like what is up, if we can help or if we need to help.
Are you going to ask him this?
No, that would be stupid.
Would it? What would Lundgren do in this situation?
Lundgren would ask because he was concerned for a friend and he wants to help in any way possible.
Okay, then ask.
Okay. You said that there were no traces of him or his equipment inside the palace grounds. Was anybody able to find anything outside the palace grounds?
No.
No. Okay. Is there anything we can do to help recover him and his effects?
You assume he needs to be recovered. As I mentioned to Sir Algrim, the twines of fate are in play.
That's a new thing for me. I come from a mountain village. This is all a lot of new things for me.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned something like this before when you guys were dealing with just dumping a dead body in front of his throne.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also just trying to figure out, now that you mention it, like what exactly that means. I, as a character, would be having a heck of a time with understanding that, most likely.
You seem puzzled, young Lundgren.
Yes, I'm puzzling over the meaning of what the twines of fate could mean.
Well, there are certain things, and you see the room kind of darken. Like all the light sources just kind of dampen, and you see in the shadows the writhing tendrils that you've seen around him before, only instead of just around him, is throughout the entire chamber. There are some things that require doing that we cannot avoid. There are some things that can be avoided. I believe this particular thread of fate is used to shift outcomes, shall we say. I believe that is why Frederick has gone missing. And then everything brightens up again and the tendrils disappear. Are there any other questions you wish to ask?
No. Thank you.
Then I must kindly ask that our business conclude, as I have other things to attend to and other servants who beg my audience.
Very good. We will take our leave. Thank you.
And he waves you out. And the next set of people come in.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now? More importantly, what is the rest of the party doing since Lundgren's been doing this? This probably took 30, 40 minutes.
I would have separated and told them that they need me, they know where I am, and then I would go see Holzborn, let him know that the job is done, collect my money, and then head back to my workshop, warehouse, home.
Thank you very much for your services. It is always a pleasure, Mr. Watts.
Always, Mr. Bourne. Always.
You receive the money. I think it was about 2,000.
It was 1,000.
1,000. All right, it's a total of 2,000. You receive the gold, and you go back to your warehouse. There are some of your metal shipments have come in. They have been placed in the places where you've designated them.
Yes. What about my cart? Is my big ass fucking cart there?
It has been a delivery notice has been put there that it will come in later that day. They've just got it finished.
Yes. Then I am going to sit down at my table and using the knowledge that I have from being on the airship a good while now and getting to look at it and see how it works and talking to the people that run the ship and everything like that, quickly jot down some ideas about how to make this cart function appropriately.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
Let me look at a character sheet so I can get the correct skill sets. All right. This would be. Oh, what would it be? It's not performance. That's charisma. I'm going to say it's going to be a combination of insight and technical arcana.
Okay.
Or-
Now let me ask you this question. Since it has to do with crafting something, could I use my intuition dice from being a dragon mark human?
I would say it's absolutely possible for you to use your intuition dice because this is pretty much high in crafting.
Yes. Okay, I get to add a plus 1d6 to all of it. All right, so first one coming at you is my insight. Fuck. $11 for that. And my arcana, 25. 1d6. 27 for arcana. I think I can make up with the arcana for my shitty insight roll. I can spare some.
All right, so I would say that you would be able to, with the Arcana check, be able to you know which enchantments and stuff you would need in order to get kind of like the engine and things like that running.
I know what I need to do. I just don't know
You
how
need-
to do it yet.
Yeah, you know exactly what's needed, but where it should go in the overall blueprints is kind of is escaping you just right about now. You kind of puzzle over it for a good 20 minutes. And it's just like worst writer's block, so you put more time into, okay, what do I need? What raw materials? What enchantments? And you have, I would say, you could probably start building like a test model, like a small version of it, within the next week.
I'm going to hold off till I get my full cart because I need to look at it, and I'm sure I'll have to make modifications to the cart itself. Actually, I want to go back and see Mr. Holsborn again because I need to talk to him about some shit that I want. Since he's my magic man. He goes and gets me.
is.
Well, he goes and gets me magical shits. Well,
I think that's more of a medical thing.
what do you mean?
Druids would know about medical shits or magical shits.
It is okay. I have an actual list of stuff that I want and I need.
So soon again.
Yes, I need you to see if you can procure some items for me.
I might, depending on if you have coin or if I need services, there might be a couple of things I might be able to get you.
I'll give you the greatest deal of your life. How would you like more money than you'll ever know what to do with?
I already have enough money that I know what to do with.
But more. How much do you have right now?
You see,
If you had to pool all your resources together at this moment, how much do you have?
he kind of looks over some of his notes. Several 100 million platinum.
Okay, so maybe not quite that much, but it's a lot.
Now that is just the overall price of the things. Today, at my age, you see, he's in his late 30s, early 40s. He's not super old compared to some of the people you've seen. In my current stage in life, you see, power is more what I'm after. So all this, and he
But
indicates
money can buy power.
the huge stack of account books with him. He says, while this may all transfer into money or in some form or another, what I really use it for is to gain myself some more power.
Okay.
And the control that it brings.
then I will give you a large down payment on a lot of power.
Mm.
Number 1, I need you to find me an eye of minute seeing.
An eye of minute seeing. Actually, I should
Yes, it's a thin. It's not actually an eye. It's like a gemstone. Actually, it's technically it's a lens. It's eyes of minute seeing. It's a lens that you can. I need one of those.
You mean like a jeweler's eye piece?
Similar, but this one is enchanted for very small stuff.
Oh, all right, all right.
I need an eye of the eagle, which is the same thing but for stuff far away.
Oh, okay. He
I,
pulls a telescope out from his coat. You mean something
no,
like this?
it's much more powerful. Much more powerful.
All right, all right.
I need you to find me a gem of seeing, like a gem of true sight, so that I could cut it into a lens to use.
You see a question forming on his lips about like why not two? Then he realizes you only have one eye and decides to move on.
I can Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
I just want to see if like I can notice that question coming to his forefront.
You see him kind of pause just a little bit as the question starts to form. Then it just dies down. But yeah, you can see it.
I'll just look at him and blink with my one eye.
Dude, I got a question. Does that mean that you're always winking?
No, I'm always blinking. It's only winking if you have two eyes.
True. All right. Is that existential crisis avoided?
And I need and I need a. You know what? I need you to find me a wizard. I just need a wizard that I can own. Not own, but rent. Not rent. Pay good money to work for me. Yeah, that's the word. Pay good money to work for me.
I think you perhaps need a refresher course on being a good employer.
I'll pay him. I'll give him room and board, pay, no health, no dental, vacation days when available. Yeah, good pay. Better pay than he'll get anywhere else. I can
Except
tell
for
you that
me.
much.
I will contact some of my.
I would say in the short time, but in the long run, I think I could beat you.
I hope you do.
Oh, I don't want to. I'm just.
He kind of thinks a bit. I'll see what my associates within the Stone Syndicate
Oh, and
have to offer.
I need you to do me a favor as well.
Hmm?
I need you to buy a business from a Mr. Juan Laguera. He's a bulk metal salesman. I want you to buy it for me.
For what purpose?
Well, I currently buy my metal from him, but he's been seeming a little fishy recently, and he's been delivering my goods and everything's been okay, but he's been stepping out with the wrong group of people, and so I just want to, if he gets pushy or tries to deny me services, I just want to throw in his face that I own him. Well, his business. No, him.
Hmm.
Him and his business.
Well, you see, technically I would own him.
Well, yes, you would own him as you were buying it for me by proxy. But once you purchase it, you would then sign it over to me.
So what you're saying is that I would be laundering money for you.
I'm not saying those words exactly. I say you're just making a business arrangement for me. That's something
Well,
that you do, isn't it?
well,
Business arrangements.
if you purchase your supplies from him, then part of those proceeds would go to me.
Well, yeah, but I already give you money for buying stuff.
True. He makes a note of it on a scrap of paper. Well, I will see what it is that I can lean upon. You said it was Juan?
Juan Laguera.
Well, this Mr. Laguera will have very lucrative business opportunity present itself to him.
Okay. And how much? If you could just give me a rough estimate, how much do you think I owe you for all this stuff? How much would you want me to give you as like a retainer?
He calculates in his head a little bit. Each of those items is probably at least 1,000 gold, so that's about 3,000. And for Laguera's business, that's at least a 20,000 gold investment. He says, let's round it up and say roughly 30,000 gold.
Can I do my magic trick, Trent?
You mean create a solid block and then cut it down?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna do it to platinum this time.
Do you have a platinum coin? Oh wait, no, you have just had to have seen it. All right.
Mm-hmm. Well, no.
Raw
For
material he has to have with.
I have to have a sample of it.
Do you have a sample of platinum?
I mean, I technically would have enough gold coins to have had a sample of platinum.
Did you convert them?
May I convert one?
That might take some time because of the having to go to the banking guilds.
Hey,
And the
Osborne,
banks.
do you have a platinum coin laying around? A single platinum coin.
I prefer to deal mostly in gold. It's a lot more accepted around here, and it's a lot easier to spread it over the place rather than in platinum.
You don't have a single platinum coin?
Mm-mm. Some people find it a bit too incriminating to have so much in such a single use.
That's like carrying around like $100 bill. Like that's
Well, if most of actually, that'd probably be more like gold. He deals mostly in gold, and a lot of other places deal mostly in silver. So you're having $1,000 bill.
well, the way I look at it, right, is like a copper's $1,
Mm-hmm.
a five's a silver, a tenner's a gold. You could do like a 20, a 50, or 100 is platinum, or maybe like a 50's a gold and it's weird. Anyway, okay, then we can't do what I wanted to do, but we'll do gold. Gold's a good one too, and I'll flip a gold coin in the air, and I'll cast a spell, 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot cube of gold, just slam.
You see the middle of the floor buckle where the 5x5 things sinks into the floor and it's probably done some terrible damage to the sub basement. And Holzborn just kind of looks at it like,
You ready for the second part?
oh gods, there's more.
Way more, and I'm gonna turn it into gold coins.
I hope some of that's going to go from damaging my office.
It's 216,000, so you use whatever you want for your office, as long as I get my stuff.
Fine. I will have require some of your services in the future.
For that, or for other stuff?
In exchange for some of the things that I'm going to have to pull, especially for the wizard. And he's just his eyes haven't left the giant pile of gold coins that are in his floor now.
So
okay, I believe I've made a pretty good impression right here with this. So we'll see what we can do. If you have a platinum coin for me next time, I can do platinum.
We'll see.
That's 33 million gold, by the way. And just walk away. I'll see you later. You just send the stuff to my house when it gets here.
As you wish.
Thank you. And then I'm just gonna head back to my house and start tinkering with stuff.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else is doing?
Okay, so let's see.
Craig, do you have something?
Tread is gathering his subjects as he is the king of the animals in the oasis.
Yeah, you see them all very neatly spaced out around Tread Scala in a large open area, whether that's the palace grounds or somewhere else. They're just all, you know how like all the dogs just look at one thing and all the cats will get around and look at something. They're pretty much doing that to Tread.
And he's
Ooh.
going to go and talk to each one of them, going to cast Speak with Animals, and he's going to see who's been being mean to the animals. He's going to organize them to overthrow the assholes.
Whoa, wait a minute. This sounds a little bit like too much like communism. But whoa. We will organize, we'll get together, we'll overthrow. Too much like
No,
communism.
no, I'm talking like he talks to the animals. Hey, this dude's been kicking dogs, and then all the dogs go kill that guy.
That escalated very quickly.
I like that he's a brown lizard, and this could be brown shirt activity.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh god.
Oh man. Wow.
Oh, I gotta have to get them all little brown shirts for this.
It's mostly benevolent until one of the dogs mentions that some asshole's been kicking them.
For the most part, they generally just shoo things away in the Oasis. Like they
Good.
just accept the animals as being part of the infrastructure, and not necessarily. You might get something tossed at them, but not necessarily them being hit by it.
Good. Then forget the killing people part. He's just looking out for his subjects.
You are told by them that there are the weird people with the red things on their heads, or depending on the darker gray. If you're talking to the dogs,
Mhm.
they have been moving a lot more out of the city, and they're leaving a lot of places abandoned that they've been slowly moving into.
Like they've been moving out of places in the city.
Yeah, like the areas where these people would normally be are starting to become less populated, and like the rats especially are starting to move into where they are, because they're leaving not necessarily a lot of resources behind, but they're leaving one of the little group is very excited. They like, we found a bunch of grain stores that they left behind in a rush, and we ate good for a week.
Very good. I love my little animals. I will feed them as well.
All right, so not all of the animals in the city can fit around you, because that would literally be like trying to get all the population of Chicago or New York in one small square.
Man, I could overthrow this city.
Plausibly. You probably would never take the palace, though.
Nah, I wouldn't try to. It'd be pretty fun.
Oh, I forgot about the one shot they're going to be doing with the battle royale. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, is that still a thing?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to see how you guys play out.
We're doing a battle royale.
Eventually,
Yeah,
I'd like to see
He wants to have us kill each other.
You guys haven't even seen like half my play toys yet.
I will say that if we also include Frederick in this for like hypothetical reasons, they would not be able to work together.
No, they wouldn't work together. They would hate each other.
Oh, that's gonna be fun seeing you try to fight yourself.
Have an argument with yourself.
Joke's on you. I do it every day because I'm an asshole.
I would suggest a laxative.
I hate you so much.
What I do? I'm your dungeon master. We each make our own jobs harder.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna. On my way back from Holsbourne to my warehouse workshop, I want to walk around the warehouse district a little bit and find the biggest warehouse I can find.
There are some pretty large ones. They're about 2 to 3 sizes the size of wands. But there's only like 3 of them that are the 3 times as big.
As wands? Or three
As
times
Juan's.
as big as mine.
3 times as big as Juan's.
Okay.
Yours is actually a dinky little warehouse.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to upgrade. I got a good cash. I got a good inflow of money right now. I need to spend it.
He's flush. He's flush, boys.
No.
I think there's a casino in town.
No,
No, I'm pretty sure there is.
Where?
I'm saying no for me.
How hilarious would it be to go in with all that ridiculous amount of money and lose it all?
I'll start over tomorrow.
I thought you were gonna say how ridiculous would it be to go into the casino and buy it outright, buy everything.
That would also be pretty funny.
The wait staff, the machines, everything. You work for me now.
That just reminds me of I think it was The Dark Knight. I don't think the owner of the establishment would let us put the tables together. Well, it should. I own the place.
Yeah. That just reminded me. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
That was the ultimate power move right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that me and you talked about like how my warehouse is like 100 by 100 by 20 foot, just open floor plan.
Mhm.
Could I find something like twice that size?
Yours is 100 by 20 foot.
Yeah, so
That
it's
would
like
be
2,000 square feet.
yeah. So yours would be upgrading to wand size.
Wand size?
Yes.
Let me go one bigger than wand.
Okay. So that would be
bigger than one.
So that's two, actually.
yes.
You should.
I know somewhere there's a casino.
We'll find it.
Oh, I should probably bring you guys over to the Oasis. Hey, oh no, I don't want to drag the whole thing. I just want to drag the players. No. Oh, the arena. The arena also kind of doubles as a betting place to an extent. But I know I put a casino in one of these places.
It'd be all right.
We can buy it later.
Yep.
By the arena, by the casino.
We'll just open it. I'll make my own arena with blackjack and hookers. Okay. So if I could find one that is big, one that is one bigger than Juan's, I would like to buy it.
One that is one bigger than one.
Or inquire about the price.
Yes, there is a number of these ones on the western side of the city.
Okay, I've always liked the West.
Yes, that's where you've taken up residence, actually.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why it's open is the guy who owns it, who's trying to rent it out, is a stingy bastard, and he wants like twice the price than most of the other ones that are going for. So that'd be like 10,000 gold.
He wants 10,000?
He wants. But this is just like the barest of bones. There's literally nothing built into it. It's a blank slate.
It's just walls.
It's an open. It's just walls, and there's like girders and stuff like that going through it. But other than that, there's nothing in there.
It's perfect. I will give him 14,695 gold.
It's like, okay.
And that's for him to fuck off and never come back here.
He does that with a vengeance, and we'll say that this dark square is Bruno's big warehouse.
Where is my other house?
Your other house would be something kind of like over here.
Okay, that's the safe house, guys. That one.
Right here?
No, that's the safe house.
Oh, okay.
Shit goes south, you go to the small house.
Okay, let's put some of the text in here because why not? So I need to remember what the hell I'm actually doing.
So that This is your house then.
Oh no, that's my safe house. I'm
Okay.
gonna move to this one,
Oh, okay.
Bruno's Big House. You know what? Bruno's Big House would be a great name for a restaurant. Serves like ribs and coleslaw and shit.
I was supposed to Bruno save ho.
She's the bottom bitch. I have to use the restroom, so carry on with other people, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay. Nick, would you like to do anything? Because there's actually shops that you probably would like to check out here in the
And
Oasis.
an arena.
Is he awake? Is he asleep?
Oh, this is the only time I'm ever going to get to use this line. You hear that, Nick? If there's a magic shop here and he's going to go check it out, I'll go with him. Definitely.
Damn it, all the interesting ones are not in the Oasis.
Oh, did we already go to the shop once? Or
There's
did
an armor shop. There is a weapon shop. There is several bookstores, and then there is the magic shop.
Okay.
And they still have the, also known as the Scrawlers.
Oh, we went there already. We practically ransacked that place, didn't we?
These still have the same things in stock, but you can get custom orders in there.
Okay, so like, I'm trying to think. How many spells I could buy that are rituals that I can put in the book? Okay, so like custom spells, does that mean spells that are above level 1?
Rituals, they'd have to be able to cast as a ritual. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. Ritual spells, Geeker's 5th edition. All right, so there are ritual spells all the way up until level 6, but there are none in level 4. You
Level 3 and
have
below.
detect. You have Fen Death, Lehman's Tiny Hut, Meld into Stone, Phantom Steed, Silence, Magic Mouth, Locate Animals or Plants, Gentle Repose, Beast Sense, Augury, Animal Messenger, Tensor's Floating Disc, Speak with Animals, Purified Food and Drink, Illusory Script, Identify, Detect Poison and Disease, Detect Magic, and R. That is from 3 all the way down to 1.
Okay. Man, I'd like to go on a tear with all that stuff. Let's see if I can. Oh, crap, I don't know if I can filter for rituals. Because, man, I would definitely like to go there and like put in a whole bunch of custom orders for a bunch of rituals.
So, you
What?
could put it. Are you talking about like finding ritual spells?
Yeah.
Did Trent? Did you show them the compendium thing?
Compendium. Nope.
Okay. So, quick tutorial. If you look on the right side of the screen where the chat is, right? You see the chat journal, and then there's this I button for information.
Okay.
Click that I button.
All
It should
right.
bring you to the D&D 5th edition compendium.
I gotcha.
If you scroll down that list right there, and you click on spells,
Okay.
it'll pull up every spell in the 5th edition SRD.
Okay.
Caveat: not quite every. There's like 3 that are missing.
Okay.
And then if you see right below it where it says filter results, click on filter. And then
here we go.
You can filter level, ritual, concentration, attack, classes, cast time, what kind of damage it does, everything. And it'll pull it up. for you.
Okay. So level 4 and below. Can I select more than one level?
Yes, you can. You
Level
can select more than one level, more than one school class.
2, level 1. Okay, because with Book of Ancient Secrets, as long as it's a ritual and I find a school for it, I can put it in the book. I have. Okay, so let's see. Apply filters. Oh, wow. This is awesome.
It's gonna be a little bit.
So it looks like there's about between 25 and 35 spells here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So depending on what's what, I would like to go to the scrawlers and put in an order for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 10 of them. I really don't know. I'm at a kid in a candy store. Somebody stop
So
me.
all the level 1 spells are worth 500 GP apiece.
Okay, level 1.
That are what's it called? That are spells that are custom order.
Okay.
That spell or that doubles for second, and then it doubles the second's price for third, and so on.
Okay, so it's 1,000 for level 2s, 2,000 for level 3s, and 4,000 for level 4s. Is that right?
500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. Yes.
Okay.
And then level 5s would be 8,000, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but I can only cast up to level 4, I believe, spells for level 8, being a level 8 warlock fella. Like, I want to go over there. Like, I don't know.
You can go over there.
Yeah, I want to go over there. If Nick's over there, he can follow me if he wants to follow me over there.
Okay. Sometime around like 20 minutes ago, I'm thinking I fell asleep.
Nothing of importance was lost.
That's what I'm thinking, because like I mean I missed us traveling to the Oasis, but
Okay.
pretty much even figuring out how to build this thing.
Yeah. So pretty much you can do what you want within the Oasis. There are magic shops, there are weapon shops, there are custom shops.
Woo! Custom shops. Oh,
Magic.
and you are headed where?
He said to the scrawlers for custom spells.
Tread would have to go because he's got the bag of holding.
Oh, that's right. He got all our money in there because we got so darn much of it, we can't hold it all. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you. Thank you.
So after my
We
animal
need to go
rights
somewhere.
rally,
I need to go somewhere to get my axe enchanted with spell storing, because I need to get that done.
We're probably
your
going to have to
favorite
go
thing
back
to do.
to the next. Is he here?
And Nestor, you can ask around.
Yeah, I'll do that. We could ask Gerardor. Is he in contact with him, or I thought he was.
Door.
Gardner,
Yeah.
your
Yep. He's the proprietor of the Scrawler shop.
All right, so which one are you doing? Because you can either ask around for an Nestor, or you can go and ask the scrawlers.
Well, he
Or-
needs to go to the scrawlers anyway, so we can just go to the scrawlers and ask him.
Okay. You make you over to the western side of the city, and you enter into the scrawlers. Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Yes.
How may I help you?
I remember from some time ago that you told me you're able to do custom work for spells if you don't have them in stock here.
Yes, we can. What spells do you have in mind?
I'm looking for ritual spells specifically.
Oh, right. Well, we have illusory script in stock. That'll cost you about 50 gold pieces, since we do actually have it in stock.
Okay, do you have any others?
I have to look up what they are, because I have Mirror Image, Enthrall, Silent Image, Illusory Script, Sleep, Thunderwaves, Shape Water, Firebolt, and Dancing Lights.
Let's do Firebolt. And what was the other one?
That's a combat spell. That's not a kind.
Yeah.
That is not necessarily a ritual.
Okay, but could I put that in my book for me? Even though
Let me check it out.
that's not like a warlocky cantrip as far as I'm aware.
Come on. So many things. Find path, fire shield, fireball, firebolt. All right. It is a cantrip of evocation for sorcerer or wizard.
Yeah. So not
Oh.
warlocks.
It is a cantrip. If I remember correctly, most of the things that we figured out that it would have to be its duration is instantaneous. This is most of your Pact of the Tome things deals with cantrips and ritual, or not cantrips, deals with the rituals so that you can write down what it is.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Because I already picked my
We
spec-
ruled that the what's it called? Pact of the Tome allows you to add spells to your thing. Let's hang on. Let's pull up the Pact of the Tome Warlock thingamahoots. I think you have put that in right, Lindgren, or do you just have a mostly blank character sheet? All right. Pact of the Tome.
Yeah, it's in there.
Grimoire, Book of Shadows. You can choose 3 cantrips from any class's spell list. While the book is on your person, you can cast those cantrips at will. All right.
I think I already chose those though, which was my issue.
They don't count against your number of cantrips known. You can perform a 1-hour ceremony to receive a plate replacement for your patron. Ceremony can be performed during short rest. Okay. All right. Yes. So if you hadn't already filled those cantrips, you could add the firebolt.
Let's see, because I have a bunch of cantrips though.
Yeah.
Let's see, because I have like 8 of them. I think those spots are filled.
All right. So no, you would not be able to get firebolt.
Okay.
You could get a scroll of firebolt, and you'd be able to probably activate it and cause it to go boom. But
No, but that would be one-time use.
yes.
Yeah, forget it.
Okay. Which brings us back to
All the rituals.
yes. Rituals.
Yeah.
Filter. Okay.
Man, I want to just get like almost all of these.
All right. 4 and under.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are alarm, animal messenger, augury, comprehend languages, detect magic. You don't need comprehend languages unless you're listening to them. Detect poison and disease, divination, find familiar, floating disc, general repose, identify. Illusory script, they have that in stock, so it's 30 GP. Locate animals or plants, magic mouth, meld into stone, phantom steed, purify food and drink, silence, speak with animals, tiny hut, unseen servant, water breathing, and water walk.
Yeah, I'd like to get all of those that I don't already have.
Okay, so
Sorry.
all right, so 4th level divination. That'll be 8,000.
Okay, 8K.
Meld stone, phantom steed, tiny hut, water breathing, water walk. That's 4,000 apiece.
So how many is that?
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 20,000.
Okay.
There are 6 second level spells, so those are 1,000 apiece, so it's 6,000. Those are animal messenger, augury, gentle repose, locate animals or plants, magic mouth, silence.
Okay.
And alarm, comprehend languages, detect magic. 1, 2, 6,
Alarm I already have.
2, 3, 4. All right, so that'd be 5,000, not including alarm, because there's 10 of them.
Okay. So 10 first level. So we got 8K for div, 20K for the level 3s, 28K, 6K for the others, 34K, and then another 5K for the level 1, so it's 39K.
Yes.
I go in the earring to tread. Tread, do we have 39K in the bag?
Sorry, it would not be 39K because they have a illusory script already in stock at 30 GP.
Okay.
And so that would mean it would be 9 times 500 is 4,500
4,500.
for the first levels.
Oh, okay. So it would be 500 GP off, so a total of 38,500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 38,500 GP.
How much do we have? I don't even know.
It was over 200, almost 250,000.
Jeez.
It's like 242 something K.
Per
Hold
person
on.
or total?
That's party funds because I couldn't hold 54K on my person.
I have it. Yeah.
Oh, it's 241,851 GP.
Okay.
So 241,851 GP minus 38,500 is 203,351.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. You just pay him right then?
yeah.
All right, so you plop down a crap load of gold on his desk, and he's like, all right then. I'll put in the orders. It'll probably be, depending on some of these things, about a week per level. So
One week.
for in about a month, we will have all four up to divination available to you. We can also cause them to be delivered to a location of your choice after they come in, if you don't want to pick them up yourself. Therefore, other than that, we cannot rush these things.
I understand. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should give them the address to Bruno's warehouse.
Do you know the address to Bruno's warehouse? And do you know that you can use it as a safe house?
No, I'm just saying that the only thing I know that is for that is the previous one that he led us to that was here, and I don't know if he'd like me to use that or not.
You could also have it sent to the palace.
Okay. If you could send it to the palace when they're available, I'll pick them up there.
All right, can do. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't think so. If there is, I will be sure to come back.
All right then. Well, here is your spell scroll of illusory script, and we will, of course, let you know via various letters and other things when your orders are coming in.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Come back anytime, except when we're closed. Please don't do that. That's just annoying.
Understood.
I like this guy.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Okay, so just to review, each level of spell takes 1 week. So in 1 month, they could do one 4th level spell for divination.
Correct.
And then it would be 1 week per level of all the other spells. So this is probably going to be like 6 months.
No, they'd be able to do multiple. Since they have the Stone Syndicate pretty much backing them, that it would take one wizard 1 week, or sorry, 1 week to do that. And because of how much time and effort goes into the greatest, they would do this will all be done in about a month.
Oh, so all the scrolls.
All the scrolls.
Okay.
It's not like they have one guy doing all of this. No, they're gonna have about 10 to 15 wizards working on this custom order.
Okay.
Because the Stone Syndicate has a crap load of reach.
Good. Good. All right. So as far as that goes, I guess I could put these all into my thing later.
Yes, after you get them.
Yeah, okay. I'll just have to remember.
Make a notice to what and when you'll get them.
Okay,
If
put
you're around, you'll be able to pick them up.
in sheet. So delivered to the palace. Those will be delivered to the palace. So I'll have to check in regularly at the palace while we're here to make sure.
If you stay a month, yeah. If you don't, whenever you'll be back.
Yeah. I want to make sure I get at least a couple of spells as they're doing their thing before we leave here.
Leaves 2 days later for a year-long adventure.
Don't do this to me.
Hey, I don't control the adventure to that extent. You guys, if you guys decide we're going to travel and fight dragons and stuff like that, and do bunches of things.
Okay, guys, we're gonna become pirates.
We don't have a boat of our own yet.
And you encounter the lurid Captain Tusktooth.
Exactly. Our first mission as pirates is to steal a pirate ship from other pirates.
Oh no.
Oh, make a history check.
I'm assuming that's Tread. Yeah.
Holy crap!
Okay, so there are a number of pirate ships. There is, however, one that has gained fame and infamy for its behavior. It's the mysterious Hades Pride.
Hades Pride.
Is it captained by?
Tusktooth.
No, it's Oh God, what's the name? What's the name? Oh God. Oh, I can't remember the name. Dread Pirate Roberts.
No, a man by the name of James Dawson.
Steve the pirate.
It's Billy.
No, yeah, but yeah, James Dawson is the captain of the Hades Pride.
And what's it famous for?
It is probably the most enigmatic of pirate ships. Many times they think that they've sunk her, but she just keeps coming back, and it's kind of a coin toss between them either making ships disappear or them helping ships in need of aid from other pirates or robbing them.
So it's the Flying Dutchman.
Let's not. I know we haven't agreed upon this, but I think everyone should have one veto.
Yeah, I don't want to. I thought
You guys don't want to become dread pirates?
I thought Tread was just spitballing stuff. I don't really want.
I actually was just spitballing.
Let's say, Tread, I will build you a ship.
We don't have to steal it.
Tread would make a living ship once he gets to a high enough level.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I just made that up and it's going to happen now.
Well, if I can help you, I'll do it.
Anyway, back to the subject at hand, because we're not becoming dread pirates yet. Yet.
I'm just saying, we do have to go back west at some point.
Sorry, it's Johann Dawson.
If no one has anything else at this exact moment, I really just want to get like a contractor or a carpenter into my big house because I need stuff built and I don't want to do it myself.
Okay, I would say that you'd easily be able to contract somebody to begin renovations on your warehouse.
I'm gonna put a second floor. And how tall is this place?
It could easily accept a second floor, maybe not a third one, unless it was a very small crawl space attic.
No, just a second floor. That's all I want. second floor all the way across. I'm gonna put 6 rooms in it. Well, 6 living spaces. A shared common area with like a table, a kitchen, stuff like that.
Right. They give you a quote about 40,000 gold.
40,000 gold.
Yep.
Is that to furnish it as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm good.
That's to get all. That's to put in the floors, put in everything for the whole works. So whatever you can think of is going to be in total 40,000 gold.
So that's beds, tables, chairs, everything I need.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out of money now.
I still got 61,000 to play with.
Until tomorrow morning.
You're attacked by blackjacks and hookers, and you're now have no money. No, I'm sure I'll separate you from your cash at some point.
No, sometime tonight.
No.
Hmm?
What are you doing? I was gonna start wrapping us up. It's been about 2 hours.
Yeah, but
He wants to get that.
remember we were stopping at the. I was gonna go get that X enchanted.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't ask about that at all.
What?
Oh, we
I was letting him finish.
We did keep getting sidetracked.
Oh, we got to go back to
They
Scrawlers then.
started talking about being pirates. Did we technically ever leave the Scrawlers?
We didn't say we left.
All right. So you're
Exactly.
I
still at the
imagine we were
stroller.
talking outside of it.
Talking about being pirates.
Brock, get in there, man.
I don't think Garter Yornan swings that way.
So who were we looking for again? I don't even remember.
Nestor, your boss.
Technically, yes.
Really.
Okay. What's the Scrawler's name?
Garter Yornan.
Hey, Barter. Mr. Yornan.
Yes. How may I help you?
I was hoping you could help me locate somebody. I'm looking for an Ernestor.
Oh, Overseer Nestor. Yes. I think he might still be in town.
Do you know what's in town?
Generally, they stay in either the political corner, which is on the east side, or within the palace grounds themselves. I heard he had an office set up in there for him.
All right. Well, thank you. You have a good day.
You as well. As you go out, you see him just turn the sign to close because it is getting late in the evening.
All right. I guess I'll head towards the palace grounds.
Okay. Make your way to the palace easy enough.
Want us to go there with you?
Yes, I need my monies.
Oh
Fred.
yeah.
Money.
He needs his Monet.
It's hilarious how the guy that doesn't really care about money has all of it.
No, he cares a lot
That's the
about it.
person to have it. Don't have to worry about you stealing it.
Exactly.
Lizard folk have almost no use for money, or so I thought. I don't know.
Let's just tread.
I've only ever I literally only bought the bag of tricks and a ring of spell storing. That's basically it. And some herbs.
Oh yeah.
Seeds.
And
11, yeah, exactly. 11 specifically herbs.
Yeah, 11 herbs and spices.
Mhm.
All right, so you get Tread to go with you, and probably the rest of the party. That's not Bruno because Bruno's contracting. And make your way to the Oasis Palace. You go to directly to Inestor's office because you've been there before, before you left, before the ill-fated journey of Frederick as he goes to Giva. And Inestor is there. He looks haggard. like he's bored out of his skull as he's doing more and more paperwork here. Yes.
Greetings.
Brocked. Go ahead. The mission has been going well.
As well as can be expected, nothing ever goes as planned.
True. Is there anything I can help you with?
A few things, actually. I am needing to have my axe here enchanted to store spells.
Does it have to be that particular axe, or does it have to be an axe of that type in general?
It has to be this particular axe.
Are you that fond
This
of
is
it?
my axe. Yes, and it has other features that I quite enjoy.
Please don't tell me about your pastimes. I do not want to know.
As Tread's chewing on a finger. What?
Well, the options are you can either surrender your axe and I can have it enchanted by the guild or the syndicate,
Right?
or I can order another one and you can
No,
keep your
I'm fine surrendering the axe. I don't expect it to take too long, and I have other weapons.
So you wish to hand over your axe and have it enchanted.
Yes.
All right.
I hand you my
Okay. Please place the axe on the table.
Oh, okay. I'll place the axe on the table.
It disappears with the wave of his hand. Should be about 2 weeks.
Holy shit. Okay. Is there any way I could have that rushed?
No. And you see
You're
Nestor, he's
absolutely sure there's no
Braced
way I could
he's
have
looking-
that rushed.
and he's just looking at you. It's like, no.
Just deadpan looking at him. No.
It's like, not even little? No. Not even, no. No.
Brock,
But what if no?
give me a day, Brock. I'll make you a 5 axe.
As such, none of us knows that for now, I guess. Yeah?
Also, that sounded inappropriate.
Very well.
You'll make him a fine axe.
Yeah, I'll make him a very nice axe. It's gonna be called a scatter axe. It's gonna have a shotgun in it.
That sounds like metric tons of fun.
A single shot shotgun.
On top of that, I'm looking to purchase some device. Actually, maybe we'd be best off just going to a magic shop for those.
What you be wanting?
Oh, items to increase my dexterity and strength.
Oh, okay. Magic stuff.
Yeah, magic
Such a-
stuff.
Magic armor.
Will that be all?
Yes.
Dismissed. He goes back to his work.
Have fun with your paperwork.
Mm. Okay.
God, what a dick.
He is an old, rather ugly, redheaded elf.
Ew, just redheaded elf sounds ugly. Just sounds ugly.
Yes. Well, he has a lot of street cred. That's gonna be fun when you get to that. Anyway.
Oh, foreshadowing now, are we? This sounds like fun.
Well, when you first encountered him, I told Yoan some of the backstory to him. Y'all
Yeah,
were
I know. What took Yoan a week and a half to do took him like what, 10 seconds, was it?
No, I told Yoan he remembers why Nestor is so like revered within the Stone Syndicate. Anyway, those are questions that we'll find out at some point after this week. So we'll catch you next time on the Gamer's Tale. as cool music plays and lights go down.